A superadmin role gives certain users broad access across the organization, enabling them to view, edit and manage settings without specific resource-based permissions. This role is typically reserved for trusted users like IT administrators or high-level managers who oversee compliance and governance. For example, a superadmin in a company might have access to sensitive HR documents or security settings. In OpenFGA, this is achieved by defining the superadmin role with comprehensive permissions that bypass resource-level restrictions. It's important to limit superadmin access to a few people to reduce the risk of security issues. Now let's look at something called superadmin. And a superadmin should be able to edit all documents in all organizations that are related to them. So to do this, we introduce a new type called system, and a system has one relation, superadmin, which is a directly defined user. Next up, we're going to make some changes to the organization type. First of all, every organization is related to a system, which is a system directly defined. And next up, and lastly, is also some changes to the admin relation. So an admin can still be anybody that is defined as an admin for this organization, any user that is defined as an admin for this organization, but also a super admin from the system. So this is introducing another level of hierarchy. Anybody that's a super admin of the system related to this organization should also be an admin for the organization. To make this work, we add some other tuples. First of all, we say that user sum is a super admin for the system root. So now we've created a root system, which has a user sum that is a super admin. And lastly, we also say that that root system is related to the organization ACME, or the organization ACME is related to that root system, which means that any super admin from the root system should also be an admin for the organization ACME. So let's test that out. Let's see if the user Sam, which is the super admin for the system root, can view and can edit the document not published. And now it gets a bit more complicated because you have the root system, which has a super admin that's user Sam, which is related to the organization ACME, and that ACME has admins, but also a super admin of its root of its parent system is an admin. So user Sam is still an admin for that organization. And that organization owns the root folder, and that root folder owns the document not published. Therefore, user Sam should also be able to edit and view this document. So again, you have a system root, which is related to the organization ACME. The organization ACME owns the folder root, which contains the document not published. And in our model, we specified that any owner or any editor from a parent, so the parent folder root, should be able to edit and view the file regardless of its published state. So the user Sam, being a super admin, should be able to edit and view this document. Let's try that out. FGA model, test. You'll see we still have all checks passing, which is great, which means that we now have an authorization model that not only has folders and files, but also has organizations and systems that have super admins, which means that can be an admin across organizations.